outside.
Hopefully there's like cinder
Hopefully there's
blocks.
enough buffer.
Yeah, in between.
But yeah, it would be pretty loud. It can get loud.
It can get loud.
Coach Greg with Allyson Smith, who almost just fell asleep there. You might have missed that. She's yawning. But we're in part 2 of Q&A because there's so many questions. We're trying to answer them all. And so here it is, part 2. We're going to continue with more questions. Does it bother you, or did it bother you at first that Greg takes gear?
So I had no idea really what that was. So I was totally oblivious. Other than random things where you hear, so-and-so on the news, some sports athlete tested positive for something. But I had no idea what it was. So when he first told me...
So you didn't know I was...
No.
I mean, it's not like you just come over and just... But you probably assumed it, or did you even assume it?
No, I don't even think I assumed anything.
You didn't even care, really.
No.
It was like not even a thought. Like
No.
most people don't think like, oh, are you natural or not? They just
No.
you just live your life.
But then...
You're just a person.
But then random people, when people started knowing that I was talking to you, random people would be like...
Because I'm fairly well known, so people had a lot of stories about me, and they would have told her things about me.
So
lies, of course.
So then I didn't like it because I just didn't know anything about it. But then when we got further into our relationship, I started asking questions. He started telling me things, and I had a good understanding of what he was doing and why he was doing it. So I didn't have a problem with it, no. And then when I explained it to my parents, because of course they Googled his name and everything else, I explained it to them. What it was.
Yeah,
and
so
why.
taking stuff is not even nearly as much as what I did before with, sales, we'll call it.
Yeah.
Taking it's nothing compared to my past. Anyway, we don't really want to get into a whole lot of that, but so she didn't care.
No.
All right. How is Allyson managing her Crohn's and maintaining remission? Well, she buys a lot of toilet paper.
No.
No. Well, it's part of it. But.
Thank goodness I'm not in that state anymore. I was when I was first diagnosed. I had a bowel resectioning, so I had 1.5 feet of my bowel removed. And since that, I've been in remission, and I don't do anything. I'm one of the lucky ones who's non-medicated, and I don't do anything special.
Yeah, just avoid too much fiber.
Exactly. If I eat too much fiber, I have an issue.
And she gets in pain maybe 3 or 4 times a year where she can't move and she's in bed and it's bad, but it's not like it's every day.
Just small flare-ups, so that's just my daily life.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your cats. We've
Okay.
got 4. 2 hairy ones, 2 non-hairy ones.
Baby Nakey and
regular Nakey, girl Nakey.
Yeah.
And then we have 2 hairy ones that we actually bottle fed and we were fostering them through a rescue and had them from the time they were 2 days old.
And we ended up keeping them.
And we ended up keeping
awesome.
them because we love them. So we have 4 cats.
And we will hopefully have more soon because they're doing the Coach Greg and Chill.
Yep.
Thing.
The nakeds are doing the Coach Greg and Chill thing. So we
Yeah.
hope for naked babies soon.
We hope. Yes. What's Allie's favorite recipe from Greg's Anabolic Kitchen?
Pizza!
Of course it's pizza!
Of course!
All right, so that was too simple.
Next.
Non-P28, because she likes peanut butter and banana sandwich.
The P28 chips and
nacho chip
guacamole.
P28. She's all about P28, and so for now it's not. So non-P28, what's the best?
French toast. Eat
French
it every
toast.
morning for breakfast.
What kind? Specific. There's a lot of different French toasts.
Oh, the blueberry French toast, and then I cut up either a nectarine or a banana on it.
Definitely, that's for
so
sure what
good.
we do every day.
Every day.
So I would argue it's better than the pizza, but I mean.
Well, but I mean, it depends because.
And she used to be allergic to eggs.
Thankfully, I somehow grew out of
and
that
got out
allergy.
of it, and it's only been 6 months, so I'd say 6 times a week you've been eating that. It's pretty insane.
I've lived off egg and egg-related things since my allergy went away.
Oh, it's
I'm
not,
catching
it's
up.
a game changer.
Game changer.
And she's vegan.
Yeah.
But not really.
But not
she can
really.
have eggs.
He thinks that everyone who doesn't eat meat is just a vegan. So,
Yeah.
anyways, I'm a
She has
lacto-ovo
she doesn't eat,
vegetarian. Plus fish.
red meat or
Yeah.
whatever.
Chicken, turkey.
Next question is, what is your sleeping schedule for both of you?
Well, Greg takes a lot of naps.
So I fall asleep randomly throughout the day.
I don't nap.
Minutes at a time.
If I napped, I'd have to literally sleep for 2 hours.
And let's see the rest of it.
And I need 8 hours. every night, at least 8 hours. If not, I just don't function well.
So we almost always go to bed at the same time.
Yeah.
And then I usually wake up between
4 and 6 a.m.
I was gonna say 4 and 6 hours before you,
Oh.
but like, yeah, like sometimes we get up at the same time, and then a lot of times I wake up a long time before you.
Yeah,
So that's our schedule. So she sleeps more than me.
way more. I love
Way more.
sleep.
Does having different fitness and health goals ever put a strain on your relationship? Trying to convince my girlfriend to come to the gym, but she's just not passionate about it like I am. So this is like
our life
literally
right now.
us. That's us.
Not when we
so
first,
does it screw
met.
us up or anything?
No, I mean, Greg always says, oh, you know, why don't you come to the gym with me? Like, just so we can chat in the car on the way there and like chat in the gym a little bit. But yeah, it doesn't affect our relationship that I don't
No, it
go
just
to the
gives you
gym.
less time together. It would be more fun if we could do it. Like, think of it, if we could both bike ride on Zwift and we could race together, or go do cardio at the gym and just chat while we're
But
on the
I
treadmill.
hate
But
cardio.
She doesn't like it.
Hate it.
So it's
Ugh.
not like it matters. It's not like I make her go or else, you have to go. It's not like that.
And
she
to
doesn't
be-
say I can't go, so it
No.
doesn't affect us.
And to be honest, the more pressure you put on someone to go might not work in your
Right,
the
baby
way you
Maggie?
want it to. His tail's whipping in front of the camera. I love it.
Okay, when you were heavier, did you have a body confidence issue? Has that changed since going all in? Well, I
Well-
know what she's going to say to this.
Well, I'm still heavier. I'm back to heavier. And
You're not quite as heavy as you were.
maybe not quite as
Close.
heavy.
Maybe 5 pounds light.
But I
lighter.
have a zero body issues.
No.
I've never
You've been super thin and obese and in between and muscled up, strong, weak, all of
Yeah.
it, and it's never mattered. It's never affected confidence. It
Never.
doesn't change anything about her. I
No.
can say that from watching her.
no.
So it's not at all
Not
a
at all.
factor.
For me, I don't know how. I just don't.
I mean, we can't predict. If you got to, say, 200 pounds, so if you put on like 40, 50 pounds more fat, maybe it would affect
Yeah.
you, but it's hard to say. Until you get there, you don't really know.
Yeah, exactly. I think I would just feel super, super unhealthy if I got to a certain weight. Like I tend to get to a certain weight where I'm like, okay, I need to reel my eating back in. But that's it.
So I wouldn't say she's more or less confident at her ultimate perfection body versus her worst. I wouldn't say there's any difference, which is odd or not common. Most people would feel different if they looked their biggest or smallest. Okay, next. Did Allyson ever judge a show with you in it? And what is her favorite, least favorite body part of my physique?
So no, Greg was already a pro when I met him. So I'm not qualified as of yet to judge pro shows. So no, I never judged him.
You've been a judge while I've guest posed quite a few
Yes,
times.
of course. Yeah.
And even if she was, it wouldn't affect. You don't just say you win.
No. Some people
People think there's so much bias. And
yeah,
stuff, but it's
some
like,
people think that there's quite a lot of bias with the people you know, but there really isn't. You just judge based on what you see. You don't care who it is.
And the best body part,
And-
other than down there,
Babe.
you know,
Well, I do really like your shoulders and your arms. I tend to really,
shoulders and arms.
yeah, be wanting to like, I'm doing this a lot. And your chest too. I do like your chest.
Not my legs. No, I'm just kidding. You can't have
Well,
everything
I mean, you
favorite.
can't have, yeah, like I like more this area.
If
That's
I
my
had to
favorite.
guess, I would have guessed she would have said my chest, but I would. That was my guess.
Yeah, but like,
So I didn't know the answer to that.
yeah.
So I'm
Well,
learning.
It's all this area.
I'm learning.
This area.
So the show
here.
muscles. See, so that's why I wear
Yeah.
this. There you go. All right. Do your neighbors hate Greg for shouting so much?
If I
Could they
was
hear
Greg's neighbor,
Could they hear us?
I can hear you by the elevator. Like when I'm leaving for work and you're doing a video, I can hear your voice like clear words to the elevator. So I would assume, especially when you do your videos at like 4 a.m.,
But I mean, I'm on one edge of the house, so it's like.
but I can
there's-
hear you at the elevator.
Yeah, but that's outside.
Hopefully there's like cinder
Hopefully there's
blocks.
enough buffer.
Yeah, in between.
But yeah, it would be pretty loud. It can get loud.
It can get loud.
How hard is it really To live with Coach Greg, is he like another part of your zoo except just bigger?
Yes.
Probably.
It's like another creature I have to take care of.
Is it like a girth kitten?
Yeah, just a bigger version.
I'm like a big girth kitten.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice and snuggly.
So I'm like a big zoo. Well, not really. I'm pretty good because I cook.
Yeah, he does do a few things to help.
Yeah. I don't poop and pee on the floor very often.
No.
Probably only like once every 3 days, maybe. You know, not as bad as the dogs.
Not very often. I shout at you as much as I shout at the dogs, probably.
Probably more.
Yeah, probably.
probably
I don't
more.
really shout at my dogs.
Yeah. not
Only in
much.
a joking way.
Yeah. See, even Allie is allowed to joke, to make jokes.
Exactly.
You're loud.
Jokes are fun.
All right. Next question. Despite the fact that Greg is loud all the time. LMAO. What is the most annoying thing you would say about Greg? Well, I have some opinions on what she'll say, but I want to see what she says first.
The most annoying thing. Well, he takes things that I want left in certain places and moves them all over the house so I can't find them.
So I didn't even if you would have said guess 50 things, that wouldn't have been on my list.
So
I have no idea what she's talking about.
Mainly, he takes the hand towel that's for drying hands
Oh, yeah,
in the
that's something to be
kitchen.
annoyed.
He moves it all over the place.
Yeah,
That's
so
super
she doesn't like
annoying.
it when I grab the towel to clean my hands
No.
and move it. So she
I
gets pissed on
also
that.
dislike how he now does voice to text all the time.
She hates it when I speak to my clients and I do the little press the button thing and then like yeah, I'm racing it forward, that's good, send.
A, because it's constant talking, there's no quiet in the house, and B, because half the time I think he's talking to me, so I'm like, what?
So what else? There's lots more. You haven't even said the 2 things that are on my list that were in my top 2.
You leave the toilet seat up.
That's not annoying.
That's
That
annoying.
doesn't count.
I hate it. I
That
shut them
doesn't
all.
count.
You leave the cupboards open.
Right, people? That doesn't count.
Toilet seats up, cupboards open.
Cupboards open.
Nothing
that was
shut.
on the list.
It's just everything's all over the place.
There's only one open.
Yeah, that's because I shut them all.
See,
Probably
only one.
You stink. You fart a lot.
There it is. That was on my top 2 list. Farts, smells. I was for sure thinking that was my top 2.
I also dislike how he starts like 36 things at one time and like gets easily distracted and never finishes anything.
Oh yeah, like I'm trying to eat.
Yeah,
and
like
do
he's trying to
client plans and make her coffee and clean
Yeah,
something at the same time.
I'm just
and
like,
it's
if you're hungry, just eat, get it done, and then pick up your work later. He's like always running around like a chicken with his head cut off because he has 36 things on the go. It's like, focus on one, get it done, move to the next.
You don't like the snoring.
No, but I have the sleep buds.
I watch the button in my stories and I hear me snoring.
Last
on
night
it.
was so loud. But I have my Bose sleep buds, which are a lifesaver. So I didn't have trouble falling asleep. That was right as soon as I got into bed.
There's literally a lot more, but that's just like some of the
yeah,
things.
a lot of things about him annoys me.
Like
But
I
love
literally
him,
think
so-
there's more that annoy her that don't annoy her. So like list things and that annoys her. Like that would round it off.
His driving annoys me.
Yeah. Everything. Name anything.
Yeah, a lot of things
What I
annoy
dress
me.
like, how I put my
No.
shoes, where I put my dirty clothes, if I clean the clothes, if I go to fold the clothes because you wanted to fold the clothes because you like it, right? If the dishwasher, is it undone? Did I take it out? Did I shake the water out? Did I put the
Yeah.
dishwasher things into the sink and not away because I want it to dry off more?
Yeah.
Like
I
non-stop.
I am a bit of a control freak.
Pens out somewhere or clean,
Oh my-
like anything.
So many things annoy me with him.
So
But
I was
it's just-
expecting this rambling
but
list,
it's-
like it didn't take long, like just, yeah.
Well, it's so much though. I needed to like gather my thoughts to like
I already
go
know
on.
because I'm told.
So it's a lot.
I hear it.
But
It's-
it doesn't
it's
really matter.
It doesn't matter how it makes you feel.
Like it's just it makes it extra fun. I get to yell at him and
There you go. What do you think about Greg's height? Is it important or not?
so you're like an inch and a half shorter than me, 2 inches shorter than me.
Yeah, one and a
Couple
half,
inch- yeah.
maybe.
And it
Two
doesn't
tops.
it doesn't bother me at all. When we first met, I was like, "Do you mind if I like wear heels?" And he was like, "I don't care." So,
Imagine if I cared.
So sometimes with my heels, I'm like a head taller.
I don't
than
care if
him.
she's 6'7". How
It
does that
doesn't
affect
bother me at all. I could care less.
I think that other people have this problem with height, and so they assume that because they have insecurities about their own height, that other people would have it.
Yeah, I don't.
I have a
really-
zero worry about being a manlet or short or a dwarf or a midget or whatever name you can come up with. Why would it matter?
Yeah, I don't. It would be the same as saying like, do you dislike that his eyes are brown and not blue like yours?
You care that he's not blonde?
I don't care.
Like,
I
really,
care more about him
Does it bother
annoying
you
me.
that his shoes are size 10, 4E and not 11? Like, what?
Well, that
How
doesn't.
does that matter?
That annoys me because I can't just go and buy things for him. Because
Yeah, that's more of a
he
problem
can't
that my
fit.
feet are really wide and it's hard to fit shoes.
And your body doesn't fit normal
yeah,
clothes. Like I just want
it's
to go
more
and buy him
annoying
a
I
shirt.
can't buy a normal suit. Then
Exactly.
Get, you know.
Yeah, everything has to be customized.
So height doesn't matter.
Height doesn't matter.
No. I think that's the last
I think that's the last one.
So, what's Allie's favorite recipe from Greg's Anabolic Kitchen?
Am I starting from?
Okay, so delete that. So she's gonna say
I don't-
pizza, and then I'm gonna
Okay,
ask
so
her a
we're starting
question.
from the very, very beginning of this.
So strike out everything.
Oh, this is
so
why I don't like
what's
this. Okay, go.